Hey, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. It is Sunday, which means it is random pick day here on my channel. I've changed things up slightly today. I wanted to implement something a little bit new as well. So what we've gone for is the random position picker. So basically, I choose the position, I look away, and I scroll through and I just stop. The first one we get is a forward. Now, you're going to have to just trust me that what I do is random and not just sort of chosen myself. We get a page number 8 and we get an 88 rated Falcao or an 88 rated Van Persie, but I decided to go with Falcao today. We use the position picker again and we get a left back this time, which is a little bit sucky, but still not too bad. Page number 3 brings us the 82 rated Felipe Luis as the highest rated player. By the way, I put like no price ranges on at all today. The random position picker, that's a tough one to say, got us a left mid in this final random pick player. And as you can see on page number 12, the highest rated player is Wesley Sneijder. So we've done it slightly differently today just because I didn't know what position I was going to get. But once we do randomly pick it, we know that we're definitely going to have someone from that position, if you know what I mean. So it just changes it up very, very slightly. We've gone with the 4-3-2-1. We've gone left back for Luis, left forward for Sneijder, and of course that lone striker role for your boy Falcao. The team around them, actually a really sick team. We've got Adler in goal because he's been doing so well against me recently in things like my Road to Glory series. I can't score against the guy, so I decided to put him in the squad. We have a few Bundesliga players in the defence. We've got Rafinha, Benatia and Felipe Santana, who's someone I don't use very often. Our first random pick player is Felipe Luis. He's 82 rated. The Brazilian who plays for Chelsea has 82 pace and 81 defending. Also, he's got really decent stats across the board, which I like to see. Them talking of across the board, good stats. We've got people like Felipe Melo, and we've got Leroy Fer, and we've also got Taarabt holding that midfield down. So we've got two very, very beastly players, and then one sort of flair player in Taarabt, which is quite nice. We move up front, and to get the strong link to Falcao, we have used the Chelsea version of Cuadrado. Really nice player on this game. But our second random pick player today is Wesley Sneijder. This is his first in form, which was pushed out to the left-hand side, and he has got 86 dribbling, 85 shooting, and 89 passing. You can get all of that for 15,000 coins. That is insane. That's ridiculous. Then Falcao is 88 rated. He's got 81 dribbling and 86 shooting. His pace is not the greatest, but he has got 4-star skills and weak foot to make up for that, and decent work rates as well. Hopefully he'll be a very, very clinical finisher. This team in total doesn't cost too much. You could pick it up for around 45,000 coins because everyone is literally dead cheap. It's crazy. So let's move on in to the clips for today. Show you the goals that we scored with the team. Now, I sort of struggled a little bit. Obviously, I was trying to get the ball more to Sneijder and to Falcao as well, and they're both not the most pacey players in the world, so it took a little bit more sort of effort to get through one-on-one with the keeper and all of that stuff. You know, normally you can quite easily do that with Cuadrado because he's so quick, but because he's not really one of the random pick players, I wanted to try and get the ball more to people like Sneijder and to Falcao, and it worked in the end. It just took me a couple of games to get sort of used to it. I've got to say, Sneijder, by the way, so good, man. He's like, I know he's not the quickest, but if you get his second in form, which no doubt is relatively cheap, he's in a cam position and he's going to have even better stats than this one. He's so technically godly, and what I mean by that is he's good at things like free kicks, as I will prove to you right now. 34-yard banger right there with the main man. Seriously good free kicks. He's going to be the one that you want to take corners with and stuff like that. He is very, very technical. He's sort of like, you know, the Brazilian Diego? There's players like that on this game which just work, and Sneijder is one of them. And I actually quite enjoyed Falcao as well. He's clinical, like I said earlier on. We were hoping that he was going to be clinical, and he definitely is. I recently did a video based around Falcao where I put a stat card on him, and I've got to say, I didn't actually notice too much difference when just using the regular one without the stat boost on him. His pace felt very, very good, if I'm honest with you guys, and it was all about that finishing with him. He's good on both feet. He's relatively strong actually as well, and of course them 4-star skills come in helpful, or come in handy, should I say, when it comes to things things like little scoop turns here and there, little Berber spins, just to make extra space when you know you're up against very pacey defenders, because people like this, although I said he doesn't feel too slow, like right here, you just got to make the space. You've got to run into those gaps and hope that the defenders think you're going to turn, but then you don't turn. So that's the way to play with Falcao, and I've got to say, enjoyable player to use, like very, very good on the dribbling and stuff like that, and good when you do like the step overs and things of that nature. So those were the clips. We scored a relatively good amount of goals in today's episode. I like the fact that we had a little bit of something new with the random position picker. Do you guys want to see that stay? Let me know down below in the comments section. Adler was a god in goal. I can really recommend him in goal for you guys. I quite like Rafinha, even though he's a very sort of average looking card. Benatia and Santana, both very, very good at what they do on this game. Good pace on both of them. And Felipe Luis, I'm going to give him a 5-star value for money and an 8.5 out of 10. You can pick him up so cheap that, you know, the value is there. But I don't think he's the best left back on the game. He's far from it, but a very enjoyable player to use, and he did a good job for me. He even picked a goal up for me as well, which is great. Leroy Fer and Taarabt, two very different players, but two very, very good players. And then the one I enjoyed the most was Felipe Melo. This guy is an absolute hero on Ultimate Team. His stats are just everywhere, and I love it. He's so good, it's ridiculous. Cuadrado was a little bit quiet in this episode just because I was trying to get the ball over to that left-hand side. Schneider gets a 5-star value for money and a 9.0 out of 10 for me. You know, the only reason he's not any higher up on that rating scale is because I think he'd be a better cam than the left forward, so the positioning is just a little bit wrong. And then Falcao, I'm going to give a 4-star value for money and a 7.5 out of 10. He scored some goals, he performed okay, but for an 88 rated card, I think you should be getting more value for your money, and I don't think he performs quite like an 88 rated. So, if you can understand it, I did enjoy him, but to be fair, I'd rather use a Barbo, and I think a lot of people would be the same, and he's going to cost you less coins. So that's the random pick for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed. As I said, leave a comment down below. Do you like the random position picker? Whatever I'm even trying to say. Smash a like on the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.